there, Jackson here at Song Mentor, and today's amazing song is You Got It from Roy Orbison, an amazing artist. And I particularly like this song because he recorded it towards the end of his career. I have a fond memory of driving with my family. My kids were 4 and 1 at the time. We drove into Washington State, Spokane, Washington, and in Riverside Park in Spokane there's a roller skating rink. And we went to the park that day, and here's this one guy, and he was roller skating to You Got It. And it was like the first or second time I'd ever heard the song, and it was perfect. I mean, the song sounded great, the vibe was right. I just thought, what a neat tune that is. He performed it just shortly before he died in Antwerp, Belgium. And that live performance of You Got It was included as part of the video. It reached #1 on the adult contemporary charts. Here's Roy Orbison, You Got It. All right, I've got a really nice sing-along acoustic version of You Got It for you today. This is such a great strumming, free-flowing kind of song. Got some different strumming rhythms in it, and of course that signature scale down that's coming up a little later in the lesson. Here are the chords you need for You Got It. You need an open A chord. I prefer to use my first finger for the open A, just flatten it across. You might go with the 3-finger style or the 2 and 1. An open G chord, an open D chord, an open E chord. And now of the bar chord variety, you need an A chord in the 5th fret bar chord position. You need an F sharp minor bar chord, a C sharp minor bar chord, and then also a C sharp bar chord. And in the order of appearance, those are the chords you need for You Got It. Okay, well, there are 3 unique strumming patterns in this song, so we'll deal with them one at a time as we approach that particular section of the song. For the intro and verses, we have this. And occasionally, because we don't always have the... All right, let's break down that first strumming pattern. And it begins with this one strum down and then a muted slap. So all I want to do there is lift my fingers off the A string. Still have them there, but just lift them up so they don't sound the chord. And also with the heel of my hand, as I'm strumming there, I just mute that with this. So starts like that. So we've got strum, mute, up, down, down. And then we've got a little open, I call it a transition chord. It's not a chord because, well, it's a chord. It's an open chord, open string chord. And that's just my transition chord before I go to the G. So it's... And then we get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the G and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the open D. And just before we go back to the A, we get another one of those little transition. So really slowly now. Now that's the da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da strumming that we use for the intro 4 times. We also use it during the verse. Every time I look into your loving eyes. the second line of each verse. So it's every time I look into your loving eyes. So the alternate strumming there that I showed you earlier was, and that goes along with the vocal. Every time I look into your loving eyes, I see a love that money just can't buy. Now we'll get to the strumming for the E chord and the G chord, and that takes us into the next section of the song. Every time I look into your loving eyes, I see a love that money just can't buy. Okay, so the E. And the E and the G are the same strumming there. Okay, so let's do a final playthrough of the intro and verse section going into that next strumming pattern. Here we go. Every time I look into your loving eyes, I see a love that money just can't buy. All right, the second unique strumming pattern in this song comes up in the second half of each verse, and I like to think of it as kind of a bridge into the chorus, and it's like this. Like so. The four chords that we're playing are a bar, A chord, an F sharp minor bar chord, a C sharp minor bar chord, and an open E. And each time we play a chord, we lead with the root note. So it's pick, pick, strum, strum, pick, pick, strum. Pick, pick, strum, strum, pick, pick, strum. Okay? And we're picking the A note there, and I'm going to pick the F sharp note. I'm going to pick the C sharp note, and then the E note. So like this. Now you'll notice that I'm including a little transition note, just like we did with the chords earlier, that transition open chord, in between each chord change. There's an open E there, another open E, an open A. So the transition notes are open E, open E again, open A, open E again to get back to the A. So let's do this once again, slowly, and then we'll do a playthrough. All right, let's do a playthrough now with vocal. Oh, 1, 2, 3.
One look from you, I drift away. I pray that you are here to stay.
All right, our third unique strumming pattern is the strumming pattern in the chorus. And it features an A bar chord, a C sharp bar chord, not a C sharp minor this time, a C sharp major, an F sharp minor bar, and an open D chord. And then at the end of the progression, the end of the chorus, an A and an E. Here's what the pattern looks like and sounds like. The chorus leads back into the next verse, which I just did there. So again, like this. And that E that I'm writing at the end of the progression there, and I choose to write it like this, is played, of course, in conjunction with this. Which I will show you in detail in a moment. But first off, let's get to a playthrough of the chorus with vocals. 1, 2, 3.
Anything you want, you got it. Anything you need, you got it. Anything at all, you got it, baby.
Okay, next up I'd like to show you that octave scale that starts on the E note here, 2nd fret of the 4th string, and plays down to the low E string, open E string octave note below it. Okay, and we're all working here with open strings, 2nd fret or 4th fret. Everything is either open, 4th fret or 2nd fret. So I'm starting with my first finger here, and then using my 3rd finger to play anything on the 4th fret. All right, that's played through once, a couple different spots in the song. In the middle of the song, it's actually played through 4 times while you're riding that E chord, and there's some vocal work going on there. And then at the end of the song, it's played through 3 times before the song ends on the A chord. Okay, so a watch for this because we're going to include it, picture in picture, as we progress through the lesson. Well, I say as we progress through the lesson, but basically we've covered everything. What we need to do now is tell you about a couple little things and then put some pieces together and do a playthrough that includes stuff we haven't done yet in the song and sort of strings everything together. One of the things you need to know about is at the end of the final verse, coming out of that little bridge section, and that's attacked like that.
Anything you want, you got it.
So again, it's
anything you want.
and it's just the emphasis, it's just that punch and emphasis that's put on that E chord there leading into that final chorus, or leading up to the final chorus there. One other little dilemma that you might have here as a solo artist is deciding when you hit this part, do you go with that or do you go with the... try to combine them in some way. I'll leave that one up to you. If you feel this is an essential bit, just abandon the chording for that little bit. Nothing wrong with doing that. When you get to the 4-time through section, you may choose to just delete that from the song, because that is a lot of listening to this. 4 times through listening to that might be a little much there. Okay, other than that, I think we're just about ready for this playthrough. And we're going to go from the second verse through, I think, to the end of the song here. So watch for this, picture in picture. And also watch for the emphasized E chord. Anything you want. We'll put that in there as well. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Every time I feel you, I begin to understand. Everything about you tells me I'm a man. I live my life to be with you. No one can do the things you do. Anything you want, you got it. Anything you need, you got it. Anything at all, you got it, baby. Anything you want, anything you need, anything at all.
All right, well, fine tuning for You Got It, you know, and my voice is a little off today, but at my finest, my voice would never come close to the voice of Roy Orbison. So forgive me for trying to do that justice. He's one of the toughest acts in the world to try to emulate. But it's still fun to try, isn't it? Anyway, some great stuff in this song. 3 distinct strumming patterns, a nice some little scale work with lead notes. And most importantly, the rhythm and feel and the singing of the song. Just a great feel-good song. You Got It from Roy Orbison. We'll see you next time on Songman.